Hello. How is everyone tonight? Hello, hello. We are doing Tuesday night sprints with friends, but about 3 hours later than we normally do them. I had things going on this afternoon that pushed these back, but we're still here. We're still doing our normal Tuesday night sprints here. And this is apparently the week of sprints. So if you're looking for sprints, check my channel because I have sprints almost every day this week. Good times. Tomorrow, Thursday, I will be here if you are looking for more sprints. But tonight, Kelsey's even coming back later in the week.
Yeah, Thursday. That's an earlier one, though. So
yeah,
that'll be nice.
Daytime sprints the rest of the week. Kelsey is here with me tonight, and I think Crystal's going to be hopping on in a little bit. Say hi to us. Let us know what you are reading in the comments. Kelsey, what are you reading?
So I haven't started it yet, but I'm reading, well, you can't tell from there, but it's A Flicker in the Dark. Do you take off your jackets? Yeah. Okay. I'm like, some people do, some people don't, but so excited to read this one. I did a poll because I was like, what book do I read as like my last? Now it's not going to be my last because we're reading the buddy read, but anyway, I thought it was going to be my last, and everyone was like, Flicker in the Dark, Flicker in the Dark. So I was like, okay, I'll read it.
Yep. I've decided that our buddy read is going to be my last book of the year.
That will be my
So I'm going to finish. I'm reading Catherine House, which is the Besties Book Club book for January. So I'm going to get a little head start on my January TBR, and I'm almost done. I only have like 130 pages left.
How many pages is that one?
It's only 309.
Yeah, because I have like the paperback and it arrived and it was so small. I was shocked. I was expected to be a long book.
It is a long book because the print is very small because the audiobook is almost 12 hours.
Okay. Is it on script?
It makes sense for a 3-hour, yes.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I'll probably do audio and at the same time.
But I think the last 45 minutes of the audiobook is like an interview with the author.
Okay.
Which at this point, normally I don't read those. I'll be the first to say that I do not typically listen to the interview with the authors. However, since this is a book club book and I need coherent thought, and since this book is probably one of the weirdest books I have ever read, and I do not currently have any coherent thoughts, I may listen to the interview with the author to help me understand all the bits and the bobs of it. But I have started A Man Called Uwe, which is our buddy read.
How are you liking it so far?
I love.
Okay, good.
I'm not shocked because, as we all know, Fredrik Backman is quickly becoming my favorite author ever. So I, however, put in the buddy read just for everyone to know that I would not be reading A Man Called Uwe on sprints because we all do not need to see me have the winner's cry on sprints. Like no one needs to see that. If you do want to see that, you can see it in my Beartown vlog, but like, we don't need that live on the internet. So that was edited. So
you got to review. Yeah.
I got to review how horrible I was crying for that. Sprints is not going to happen. That's just not what we're not going to do that here. Hello, Alexis. Hello, Aaron.
Hello.
Goliath. Nice. You always read such books I've never heard of. And then I always end up adding books to my TBR. That happens a lot with Aaron. Reading 2 chapters of The Fellowship of the Ring. So I can finish this book before the end of the year. Nice. Reading Tolkien. I have not read those books since school. I read those in university. I took a literature degree for a couple, I did literature for 2 years. And we read Lord of the Ring, and I haven't read them since.
Oh, it's part of Lord of the Rings. Okay, this makes sense.
First one? I think.
I've seen part of the movies, but not enough to even remember details. I think I fell asleep sadly. So
I would say the books are great, but they're slow. They're very slow paced. Okay. There's a lot of them walking.
Yeah.
There's a lot of walking, which the movie condenses the walking. So if you don't feel like you are up to reading just the walking, they are really good adaptations of the books, and they just condense the walking.
Okay.
Yeah. The plan is to read 6 more books this year. Oh, you're in the middle of 4.
Oh, okay. That's
Okay.
doable.
That makes it much more doable. My plan is to finish Catherine House potentially tonight on sprints or be very close to done.
Yeah, you will, I'm sure.
Because we're only doing, I think, 3 sprints tonight. So I might not finish, but I'll be very close.
Mm-hmm.
And then finish A Man Called Uwe this year.
Yeah,
and
me too.
potentially start my first book for 2023, which is going to be Babel.
Nice.
But that's chunky. So I will probably be able to start it, but I doubt I'll be able to finish it. Like I'll probably just get it started because realistically, I won't finish A Man Called Uwe until the 28th, 29th. And the 31st, I probably won't do that much reading. So,
yeah.
You know? Hi, Steph. How are you? I've been reading all day. I've read 100 pages of Queen and Shadow and loving it so far. I cannot wait to read Throne of Glass.
Yes, I'm very excited.
I'm so excited to start this series next year. I think I'm filming the announcement video tomorrow. I think that's a plan for my tomorrow day. We'll see. Always read the author interviews, translators' notes, and even acknowledgments.
I don't find there's a lot of books with them, though.
That's true. There isn't for author interviews. Acknowledgments are in most books.
Yes, yeah.
I do have a tendency to skip the author interviews and the acknowledgments. I know I shouldn't. I know I should read them. And usually I do enjoy them when I take the time, but I'm bad with not, but I have a feeling with this one, I'm going to make it a priority.
Yeah.
One, because it's a book club book, and 2, because at this point, I have only
list of what's going on.
I only have 100 pages left of Catherine House, and I could not, if you were to gun to my head, ask me what it's about, I couldn't tell you. And that's not going to be good for me to have thoughts on the live show. So come to the live show on January 29th on Rainey's channel. If you want to see if I've gotten any coherent thoughts about Catherine House, you can see there.
I think it's the 29th. That's what I have down.
I think it's the 29th. In my TBR video, I definitely said the wrong date and had to like put it in writing over it. I was like, nope, that's not the day. Hi, Amy.
I'm going to start it tomorrow, I think.
Yeah, I love how this happens a lot in our sprints, is that it's like one of us starts reading a book and then we form it into a read along and everyone's reading the same book. This happens a lot lately. It's the first one and it's very slow, which is why I can only manage about 2 chapters a night. Yeah. It is the first one. They're all kind of slow paced because there is a lot of walking. And there's a lot of character work, but they are really good books as long as you kind of put that in mind. If I want to hit my Goodreads goal, I need to read 20 more books before the end of the year. Do I have some manga and short stories lined up? Yeah. Still, that's even a lot for manga and short stories. But if you can do it, go for it. But don't. I always say Goodreads goal, like if you can do it, that's great, but like don't kill your, like don't stress.
Yeah, because then it's not fun, right? Like if you like treat it like homework.
Right. Reading is at the end of the day a hobby and supposed to be fun. Yeah. I think sometimes we can be a bit too serious about it.
Yeah.
I want to snoop, so I can't read the extra stuff. Yep. To me, Catherine House is a really accurate representation of depression, and I loved it. That is a really great point. I'm really enjoying it. Don't get me wrong. But I would say, like, at this point, I don't think I'll have a full understanding of the book without reading the whole thing. I think it's one of those books where you need to really read it as a whole to really have a full understanding of what the book is and what the author's trying to say, because it is a really, I think there is a poignant conversation in it.
Okay.
And I'm really enjoying it. I am really liking it. But I still don't know fully where we're going.
I'm interested to read it. I feel like it's not like, I like that it's not like a book that's all over Instagram. You know, like sometimes it's nice. Like I often read books that like kind of everyone's read and through and through. And it's nice to read one that like you haven't really heard of. I never even heard of it before. Like it was a book club book. So
Yeah, it hasn't been around. It hasn't done the rounds too much yet.
Yeah.
Rainey is the one who picked it for the book club because we just kind of all picked one. And that was her pick. And I'm so glad she picked it because
Yeah.
it's going to be such a good discussion. And like you said, it's kind of a book that I haven't seen as much of.
Yeah.
Which is nice. That's kind of my goal. I made my 23 in 23 list. And I haven't filmed the video yet. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to go back and change this because when I put too many super popular books on it, I think.
Yeah.
And the thing with that is I do want to read those books, but then it kind of is like my list is the same as everybody else's list.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I kind of want to put on some books that maybe I am excited for, but maybe I found not necessarily through BookTube or books that I've stumbled upon that not as many people are talking about because there are so many good books out there.
Or even books that like you wouldn't usually like reach for or like to buy, but someone recommended it. And just like stepping out of the usual type of books you'd read is sometimes nice because you realize you like a different type of book that you never thought you would.
True. That kind of happened with me with The Grace Year when I read it. Well, I read The Grace Year and I read A History of Wild Places almost back to back. And they're both like dystopian cult books. Gave both of them 5 stars.
I have to read that one.
And then went, maybe I need to read more dystopian cult-like books. Maybe that's just a genre I like.
Yeah.
So yes, you need to read The Grace Year so that we can discuss
I have it. I just got it not long ago, so I'm gonna read it. I loved Handmaid's Tale, and like people said it's kind of the same vibe a little bit. Like if you liked Handmaid's Tale, you'll like The Grace Year. So
I think it's better.
Okay, well that's good because like Handmaid's was good, but it wasn't like a 5-star. It was like a 4 for me.
For me, it was better.
Okay.
Obviously, I can only talk for me. For me, it was better, but it has been a really long time since I read The Handmaid's Tale. So, and I read The Grace Year like 2 months ago, so it's fresh in my mind.
Yeah, well, The Handmaid's Tale is actually a book that I was reading for like a whole year. It was before I actually got into reading, and I like picked it up in March and like didn't read the rest till May, then like picked it up again in September. So I think that also like had some impact. Like it took me so long to get through it. But.
Yeah. I feel like Catherine House got some buzz when it came out, but then a lot of people didn't like it. So I think people got put off from trying it. And I've seen that. Actually, that's really funny, Erin, because everyone's putting out their worst videos of the year, and I've seen it in 3.
Yeah, the reviews looked iffy on it.
So, and I think it's just because it is such a different book. I don't think it's necessarily bad, but it is different. It's very different. And I could see it might not work for everybody because it is different. It'll be interesting to see how all 4 of us think of it on the live show. Because I would actually say, like, we're all really good friends and we love to read together.
We don't always like the same books. I know.
Don't always think the same.
From what some people like in our group, and some I'm like, oh, it's a little different sometimes.
Yeah, because even Love Light Farms, which is just a contemporary romance, we were all over the board on that one.
No, hated it.
We had a 3, 4, and 2 5s. Like we were, everywhere.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see what we think, especially with a book that's a bit more controversial.
I'm actually very interested to see.
I gave everyone The Grace Year. And it's not my best book of the year. It's my second best book of the year, but my best book of the year is a 3rd in a sequel. So I felt like I couldn't recommend it to people. Because
just recommend the whole series, I guess.
I have to recommend the whole series. Exactly.
Like 3 books.
Right. So I just went with The Grace Year for all of the 12 and 12s because I was like, first of all, I don't think that many people have read The Grace Year. Like it's another one of those books that like it has seen a little bit on BookTube, but not that much.
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't think that many people have read it versus The Winners, which is the 3rd in the Beartown book.
Yeah.
Everyone's heard of Beartown. So like,
exactly.
I don't need to be singing its praises. Okay. Writing this down right now. One moment.
I'm going to write this, even though I had read The Grace Year, but.
Oh, trust me.
I think I'll love the Grace year. Like I'm already expecting like a 5-star from
I
that.
think
So
I think you will. I think you will too. Stars by Laura.
okay.
And this always happens on sprints. Is my TBR just gets longer
I'm
and
trying
longer.
not to buy any books until end of February. So we'll see.
One thing that happened to me was I set up my Kindle on Boxing Day.
Mm-hmm.
And because I did it on Boxing Day, I got $10 in Kindle credits.
I did too, but I did it like I did a few. When did I do it? It showed up on when you were on sprints one day.
Yeah, it was like Wednesday, Tuesday.
Yeah.
This one last Tuesday. My Tuesday sprints last week.
Yeah, and they gave me a $10 too. So I don't know if they're just like offering it like because they told me it's like limited or whatever. So I don't know if they're just giving it to anyone, like everyone who signs up in December, maybe.
So I went into the 99-cent Kindle deals and went just to town.
Yep.
I was like, oh, this is great.
Yeah, because it expires like within like I think 30 days or something.
Yeah, I've used it all now. I just went and used. I just went. I was like, well, because also I figured if I didn't do it right away,
you'll forget.
I would forget that I had it.
Yeah.
100%. I would forget. Body of Stars is a dystopian that needs more love. It's so good. I've got it on my.
Yeah,
I'm going to be looking into this because I want more. I think dystopian. I haven't read a lot of dystopian, but pretty much every dystopian I've read, I've 5-starred or high 4-starred. So I need to look into the genre, the subgenre more because I clearly like it. So I need to look into it more. Are we ready to sprint?
Yes.
Let us get some reading done. Let's go. Hello.
Hello.
We gained a Crystal and an Addie.
Sleeping, Abby.
She's sleeping.
Yay.
How are you?
I'm good. My mom called during that sprint, so I was like,
Same.
like,
I
turn
got
my
nothing
camera
done.
but I ended up reading in a little bit. So I got to page 400. I'm reading The Poppy War.
Ooh.
Okay.
So I'm like 70 something percent in. I started it in August and then didn't finish it. And this is my December month of finishing things. So I picked it back up and I was like this far through this morning. That far through. And
Wow, you've done a chunk today.
Yeah.
Because I've been meal prepping and cleaning and all the crazy fun stuff you do after Christmas. So I just had it in my headphones the whole time. So
I did all those things today as well. I was like, I need to clean my house. My house is in a state.
So
After the holidays, my house is in a state.
Yeah, I have a Dyson vacuum, and I decided to buy myself for Christmas the mop head that you can attach to the Dyson, but it's not arriving until Friday. And I'm looking at my floors and I'm like, do I just old-fashioned mop them in the meantime, or do I just wait the extra 2 days?
Just wait.
Totally just wait.
And then yesterday, Addie just did this like huge vomit like all over the floor, and I was like, do I still wait? No, I have to do it now.
Yeah, that does complicate things a tad.
Yeah.
Just a tad. How did you do in that sprint, Kelsey?
Oh, I did horribly. I read like 10 pages. My mom called, so hopefully next sprint no one will call. It's kind of late now here, so
it's true. That's true. Yeah, it's 10 o'clock. No one's gonna call me.
Yeah,
unless someone is like,
I hope not.
Unless there's an emergency. That's the only reason someone's gonna call me at this time of night. I got 28 pages.
Okay, that's good.
I feel like I can't read this as quickly as I normally would read a book because I'm concentrating too much.
Figuring out what is going on in this book.
I'm like, I don't understand. It's fine. Everything's fine. Hi, Rainy. We had a lot of people join during this sprint. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Kayla. Alexis read 27 pages. Erin got 29 pages. We all pretty much read the same amount. We're all on the same page.
Well, not me, but everyone else.
Me and the people. Ate lunch in that sprint, hoping to read in the next one. What are you reading? Crystal, did you get the job? Oh, yes. Oh, my goodness. How did I not think to ask this?
I did. I start on the 5th.
Yay!
Yeah. So I'm the assistant category manager for Booktopia.
Oh my gosh, that's so exciting.
Is this the one that's like an hour or something away?
Yeah, an hour and 40 minutes. Yeah.
Wow.
But I can do 2 days in the office, 3 days at home.
Oh, nice.
But if there's a meeting, I sometimes have to do 3 days in the office because we do like meetings with publishers and stuff. But the fact that it's not full 5 days driving that far makes it okay. And I'll just get lots of audiobooks done. So my January TBR is literally only books that I had the audiobook for.
Fair enough.
I was like, how can I manipulate this and like fill the prompts that I need for Pick Pong as well as for Whodunit-a-thon that also have audiobooks. That was like my entire juggling of January. I made it work. It was good.
That's perfectly reasonable. You'll get a lot done on the drive though, for sure.
Yeah.
I'm furious trying to finish up 5 books I'm in the middle of. Finished Love Light Farms earlier. Now reading Magic Lies and Deadly Pies.
What did you think of Love Light Farms? Because I think you were the last of us to finish it.
He was. She gave it 5 stars.
Ooh. Is she usually a romancy reader?
I don't think so.
Thriller mostly.
I was like, I was classified as a thriller reader. So.
Yeah, thriller, I think.
I don't think Rainey reads a lot of romance. No, I don't think they don't read romance. I just think it's not like a lot. Probably similar to me.
And you 5-starred it too.
I did.
I 4-starred
I did.
I 3-starred it, but I put a clause in my vlog that said, if you're into this kind of book, it would be a 5-star.
Yeah.
I think it was just more, I sat down to read it for like an hour for the second half of that book. And then hours passed and I had stayed up past midnight and I didn't know what had happened. And I had just gone down and I read the whole book. And I don't do that ever.
Yeah.
It's very rare that I get that sucked into a book that I just finish it. Like normally,
It definitely was a quick
I have
read.
30
Yeah.
pages left of a book and be like, I'm going to bed. I'll finish it tomorrow. Like that's,
Yeah.
It's very rare that I let myself get like that sucked into a book. So to do that and not give it 5 stars just seemed wrong.
Understandable, yeah.
You're definitely going to read the rest of the series, I'm guessing then?
Absolutely, especially the next one, because I'm definitely more interested in the Beckett character and Evelyn than I was in, can't even remember her name, but the baker and the
Luke is the guy.
The baker and the, I think he's like the constable. I can't think of
Okay.
either of their names, but so obviously I wasn't as interested in that couple because I can't even remember their names. But I was very interested in the Beckett Evelyn storyline. So the fact that that's book 2, I'm gonna need to read that, but I have to acquire them. But now that I have a Kindle,
yeah, they're on
I
there.
just,
They're on Kindle Unlimited.
Yeah, they are.
It's one of those things that I would probably only read book 2 if I was doing the same reason I picked up book 1. Like I'd finished all my books and you guys were like, "We're buddy reading," and I'd be like, "Okay," and just pick it up.
Yeah.
So that was not because I didn't like it, but just because I have other books I'm in more priority to read.
Absolutely. Scared to read Catherine House, hoping one of us likes it. I don't dislike it. I will say that right now. I don't dislike it, although I think the ending will kind of make or break this book, the explanation or the lack thereof if there isn't one. However, I
think we'll have very different views. I don't know. Like everyone, I think is going to be like all.
I think we're going to be all over the place on this,
which
book,
will be great.
So I think we're going to be all over the place.
Yeah.
And also, I would say that like maybe I'm sure this is a book that upon reread you would understand it a lot
for
more.
Sure.
I think I'm
by the sounds of it,
a lot of it, just because I think you couldn't take it all in one read. It's just one of those books. Hi, Courtney. Here, but editing, so we'll be in and out. No problem. I edited during your sprints today, so we're just swapping editing and sprinting. I read a lot of romance in the beginning of the year, but I'm entering my dark romance era. Got you.
It's a good era to be in. That was me this year.
You never know. I'll never say never, but I can't. My reading taste would really have to do a real rotation to end up in my dark romance era.
I think it'll be a matter of someone will like dare you or encourage you to read something. You'll really enjoy it and then end up down the rabbit hole.
Probably. That's probably what will happen. It'll be like letting you all pick my reads and you'll all pick things like that just to make me read them.
Oh, I'm totally going to make you read Ice Planet Barbarians.
See, I know this is coming, and like Neva's going to make me read like the craziest things. I'm sure.
I'm up to book 13.
Well, now that I have a Kindle, because I wouldn't want to buy Ice Planet Barbarians because I just would never need physical copies. Now that I have a Kindle, you can make me read Ice Planet Barbarians. Maybe I'll do it on a sprint sometime so everyone can witness me reading Ice Planet Barbarians.
Also, these pants that Addie is wearing, I made. They got little vegetables on them.
Oh! I love them. I'm impressed that you made them.
Yeah.
Well, I made them a week ago and they already don't fit her anymore. And I'm like, what the hell, man? Stop growing.
Honestly, I can relate because I have a teenage boy and he went through 4 different shoe sizes in the last 3 months.
But I also got
and I'm like, excuse me, sir, can you please stop getting bigger feet? Thank you.
I also made her a pair with bumblebees on them that have like yellow like around the top and the legs, and then a pair of overalls in the same yellow bumblebee print.
Yeah, I love that.
It was fun.
Didn't read a ton of pages because I got distracted before I started reading. That's fair enough. Thriller is mainly my jam. Not really loving the traditionally popular romances anymore, but I'll read anything. I will finish the Love Lights Farm series though. Yeah, me too. I'm definitely gonna. I don't know if it's only 3 books though.
I thought they were doing.
Know the answer.
I thought there was gonna release a 4th. I think.
Oh, actually, I think I did know that because I remember I
think you told me that.
I think I'm the one who told you that.
Yeah.
I think so too. Now that you say that, I was like, oh yes, I did know that.
Yeah.
We actually had a discussion about it.
Yeah.
You know what? My brain can only hold so many things. Like I bought Marfie Roma series, so let's see. Love it. Deal, Rainy.
Okay,
We'll
buddy. Why not?
We'll do it on Sprint sometime. Well, buddy,
Make sure I'm available for this, so it'll have to be a weekend one now that I work 5 days a week.
Deal. One weekend.
My nighttime, which is your middle of the night.
No, your nighttime is my morning.
Oh,
Really?
that's right. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We are in the summer here. We are only 13 hours apart. Right now, we're 15 because of how Matt's works. And that really screwed me up for a long time, but I've gotten used to it now.
Yeah.
I rarely tell her the wrong time for sprints. Sometimes I still do. I think she only slightly trusts me when I go, it's this time for you. I'm like, but I could be wrong.
But then if I'm late, I just feel like, oh, she told me the wrong time.
Yeah.
Like I don't even bother sitting and checking the time anymore. I just put it straight in my diary with whatever time she said in the message, and then I show up.
Yep. Fair enough. Because I'm like, right?
Unless it's like today where Addie was just like, I don't want to eat lunch until 10 minutes before you need to be on sprints. And I was like, okay. So then I'm there trying to like feed her, and she's like having a good old time making a mess. I'm like, you usually eat in like 5 minutes and you're done. And now you're just like, I'm going to have a bit of a play with my food today.
I assumed that. I was like, she hasn't messaged me.
Yeah, you did.
But I'm sure she's doing something with Addie. Like I'm
yeah.
I do. I have an almost 14-year-old. And no, I am not saying. No. It's one of those things where like everyone tells you like teenage boys eat a lot of food and you're like, oh yeah, sure,
whatever.
Until you have one and you realize like it's not possible to feed them enough food. There is not enough food in the world to feed a teenage boy.
The worst is when you're like engaged to a training boy. So like a man who likes to go to the gym. Yeah. They're almost worse than a teenage boy.
Yeah. It's like so much food. I'm like, in growing, like just inches per month. I'm like, stop. I can't buy you more clothes. There's a 4th follows Charlie, her brother-in-law.
She had a brother-in-law?
Clearly not in the first book. I don't think that character must show up.
Yeah.
In one of the subsequent 2 books.
Same.
Because if all 3 of us have no recollection of this character.
Unless she just said in passing that she had.
Oh, stepbrother. Oh, yes, he was in the book.
It's coming back. I've read too many romances back to back. I'm like,
no. He's the one who took a picture of the drunk father. That's right. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
When she said brother-in-law, I was like, wait, what? But they're not married.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he didn't have a brother.
No.
That's true. Okay, that's all coming back to me now. Someone asked me the other day if I can remember all, because I've read like over 100 books this year, and like, do you remember all of them? And I was like,
yeah.
I remember them, but I don't remember character names. I'm really bad at character names.
Unless it was like a 5-star, then I'll remember the names usually. But if it's not a 5-star, no way.
Even some of my 5-star, like I love The Silent Patient, but ask me the main character's name. What? Evelyn?
Oh, I love that one too, and I can't either.
No.
Margaret? No, I don't know. Yeah.
But
that was like last year I read it. So
Grace Year, I could not tell you one of the characters' names in the Grace Year. Not one.
Neither can I, and that was also another 5-star to me. That is the only book that I physically bought in hardback, and I don't buy books in hardback, but I bought it because I loved it so much and wanted a hardback special edition copy on my shelf. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the reason I haven't got KU yet, although I just got my Kindle like 3 days ago, so I'm sure I will end up with KU at some point.
Well, they have a deal like 3 months for $2.95 or something.
Is that it?
They offered it to me a couple months ago, but I did see it another offer again.
KU's really good,
So-
along with Audible as well, is if you pause your membership, they'll send you and be like, come back for
Yeah,
$2.
that's what I did. So I'm gonna get one
Just
probably
keep
tomorrow.
pausing and coming back. So
Yeah.
my
I love
friend did
that.
that with her Audible, and she's never paid full price for her Audible.
Always work the system.
Yep.
Yeah, there's so much on there for romance.
There's too much on there. I'm like, where do I start?
But see, that's why I like it's really hard to go into the other genres because like everyone talks about the K, like the romances on there, but no one ever really delves into like, the fantasies or the thrillers, except for maybe like some of the late night crew. Like I know they specifically went and tried to find KU fantasies, and I know that someone else is really good for the thriller recs on KU, but it's usually like the same like three artists, three authors. So it's like I just don't even know if I can trust like just diving into a book anymore. Like if I haven't heard of a book before, I'm like, I don't want to waste my time with this when there's books that I've heard about that I know I'm gonna like sitting on my shelf.
Truth. Ooh, oh dear. I almost set the computer off. That would have been bad. That was a mistake. Feeding. My son's not too bad. He's good with taking showers.
Stench.
Yeah.
100% stench.
Well, it would be if he wasn't good, but he's good with taking showers, so the stench does not get too bad.
Anthony takes 2 showers a day, but his gym clothes, even after washed, still stink.
Yeah, like, I could see that.
Not get the stench out. Like it's just yeah.
Yeah, I could see that. So long as I remember what's going on while I read the book, I don't care when I immediately forget all the details. Same.
Well, that's kind of nice because then you could probably reread it in like 5 years from now and not even remember what happened at all.
Yeah,
absolutely. KU is $9.99 a month, but if you go to cancel it, they offer you deals. Nice. I wonder what it wouldn't be $9.99 in Canada though.
It is $9.99 Canadian per month. Yeah. But then
so
we have taxes.
Same.
We have taxes, so then it's like $12 or something.
It's still so rarely the same that I just assume when I see an American price that I'm like, there's no way that's the same. Okay, are we ready to sprint? Because that it's
I'm actually gonna read this time.
I made you all leave. I didn't mean to. Okay. Oh yeah, I was on. That's literally Amy.
Oh god.
I tried to join your sprints during that point in time. And I was like, why are her sprints paused? And I thought it was me. And I kept trying to like get it to work on my app, on my YouTube app. And I was like, why is this not working for me? And then you finally came back in and I was like, oh, it wasn't me. Okay. I was like, why is YouTube having a moment? Anyway, let's read.
Sweet.
Hello.
Hi.
How'd you do?
I got 15 pages of Barbarian's Lady, which is Ice Planet Barbarian book 13, read because I was out there pushing prams and eating lunches and doing things that required me to just have my phone and flick through rather than actually listening.
Yep.
And I just read a line. My eyes, look at that mountain of a human. He's talking. It's one of the barbarians talking about one of the female humans who's like really tall and really stocky. She compares herself to like a wrestler, like she's really big. And when she first saw him, she was like, I thought he was beautiful and really attractive. And if I was like going to be hooking up with some barbarian tribe guy, then like sign me up. And then he spoke these words and now I hate him. And I'm like, that is fair enough.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Obviously they're going to end up together because they become a match. But it's just funny to hear that that's how it all started.
What about you, Kels?
I got 25 pages. I didn't join right away because I was finishing a chapter. So I got about 25 pages read.
I actually have no idea. I'm asking everybody how they did, and I actually have no idea. 32.
And what are you thinking?
I don't know. I'm going to just save my thoughts for the live show. That's what I'm going to do because that will give me some time to percolate on my thoughts and let them resonate. And I really think I'm going to need to listen to the author's interview at the end of this audiobook because this book is weird. And I don't think
I might push up reading it actually.
I'm not smart enough to fully comprehend what's going on in this book. That could be.
I mean, I wouldn't be much better, so I can't really say anything.
I don't think you're the only one who doesn't understand it.
No. I'm really excited that all four of us are reading this for the live show because I think all four of us are going to be needed for the live show. I think it's one of those books.
Someone will fully understand it out of the four of us, I hope.
I think we'll all have opinions.
You'll have
and we'll each have parts. Exactly.
It'll all come together.
I think I'm not disliking it. If that makes sense. Like I'm enjoying the ride.
See, I don't understand because if you don't understand, how do you like it?
But I don't think I'm supposed to.
Okay. I'm interested. I'm definitely pushing it up. I think
it is listed as horror. And this is my issue with horror is sometimes there's things, weird things going on. And I'm like,
it wouldn't be as liked as it is for like no reason.
Correct. Exactly.
That's true.
This is my thinking with a lot of horror, not all horror, but a lot of horror. And I think it's because I love fantasy. And horror lends to being ambiguous a lot of times with its weird things happening. It doesn't necessarily explain all the time why the weird things are happening. It's just these weird things are happening. And my fantasy brain is like, where's the world building and the explanation? And I would like some. And horror doesn't always give that, which I think is my one issue with horror in general.
Yeah.
Now this is very horror light. It's more dark academia than horror, but
I'd hate it. Dark academia and I are not friends.
I normally like dark academia. And it is compared to in the back to Never Let Me Go by not even going to try to say that author's name. But I loved that book.
I haven't read it.
Me neither.
The dark academia I've experienced that I DNF'd most of them is Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo. There was another one that I got that was like in a book box. It was in a Once Upon a Book Club book box. And it was about witches.
Lasting Vengeance?
Yes. Did not like it.
I only gave that 3 stars. I would not say that was my favorite dark academia I've ever read.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
it's okay. I'm in and out here at work. Hi. And we have Pat is lurking, and I totally am fine with that. Lurk away, everyone. We love all the people who are lurking or commenting or just hanging out with us in any way, shape, or form. Pat's doing the Lord's work and telling everyone to hit the like button. Thank you very much, Pat.
And hydrate, hydrate, hydrate.
Oh, she didn't do that one.
Oh, what?
I know. I was like, where's that?
I just assume it comes. Usually it's hit the like button and hydrate, hydrate, hydrate.
It is 3:00 in the morning though, where Pat is. So we will forgive any oversights of hydration.
That's what I was doing before. I was hydrating, but I have a cup of ice because it's too hot to not drink ice water. And that's what I had to do before I had to mute myself because a giant chunk of ice went into my mouth. And I'm like, I'm not going to spit this back out on camera, but I'm also not going to chew it without muting myself because no one wants to hear me crunch on ice.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Pat is reading Shallow Waters by Anita Kopax, I think.
I think so. I've never heard of this.
That's how I would say that. And Neva's back again. How's the bell, Neva? Let us know.
Neva, you want to bring me a crunch wrap?
All the way to Australia, just hop it on a plane.
Yeah.
Or 3. Alexis read 30 pages. Rainey did not read, but edited and uploaded my Christmas book haul for tomorrow and put away all the books from said book haul. Feeling very accomplished. That is half the battle, is putting them away.
Yeah.
Oh, mine's currently hidden behind the frame. Hold on. That stack there is my latest book haul.
I just did a book haul, and then books arrived, Christmas present books arrived, so many things arrived.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, should I just do another book haul? Like, are they too close together for the, like, I'm like, do people really want to watch another book haul? But
yes.
Excuse me. Hello. Ow. No, stop. That hurt.
So there probably will be an early book haul on my channel soon, just because I would like to get this. I don't have room on my book cart like Crystal has them on her book cart.
No. The book cart is.
Oh, they're piled around.
No, the next two. The book cart is my 23 books for 2023, my self-destruct books, and my to be finished TBRs from Pick Pong.
Gotcha. See, that's it. My book cart is full. So my book haul is just piles of books that are sitting on my fireplace. And they just keep getting added to. So, but the thing is, I got a bunch of gift cards for Christmas for the bookstore. So,
yeah.
And Indigo's did you see that Indigo's having a 60% off books?
Don't tell me that. I'm trying not to buy anything till February.
For Plum Plus members until the 30th.
Oh, God. Okay. There's just what I want, so I'm going to go check that out.
I know. I was like, I have gift cards. Should I go to the
Me
store?
too.
No.
No.
Am I going to go to the store between now and January 3rd?
Nope.
Yes, I totally am.
Oh, you are? I'm not. I'm avoiding it at all costs.
Heck yes.
Well, and now that you tell me the sale's happening, you're encouraging me to fail, basically.
And I am justifying this as I can make it a Boxing Day shop with me video. And that's how I'm justifying this entire excursion that I do not need to do.
See, I am only allowed to buy 5 books in all of 2023 because I stupidly said that I'm taking December off Pick Pong and I was going to do a challenge month, and every challenge that I finished allowed me to buy a book in 2023. And I thought that I would get a bunch of challenges finished, but I didn't. So I only get to buy 5 books in 2023.
I hate to tell you, but you're never going to stick to that.
Yeah.
I did 365 days of book buying then.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. In first year I started, second year I started Bookstagram. I did a book buying ban. I was allowed to receive gifts. I was allowed to buy gifts with book vouchers that were given to me. And I was allowed to take books out of free little libraries, but I was not allowed to purchase a book, even secondhand books, not allowed.
Wow.
Yeah. And I went 365 days And I still acquired like 50 books that year because on a book buying ban, everyone's like, I'm going to buy you all these books. And I'm like, no, I'm trying to stop acquiring books. It wasn't a money thing for me. It was trying to stop acquiring books.
That's
And
exactly
like, of
what it
course,
is.
this year's like the worst years for me to do it because I just got a job at Booktopia
Right?
where I get a discount and free shipping. But I do get some ARC books as well. So, I mean, I'm going to be getting some books anyway. So I'm kind of like, meh. And I have Kindle Unlimited and Audible and like all my library ones. And I do mostly audio anyway. So if there's a book I want to read, I'll probably be able to access it regardless without having to purchase the physical copy.
Yeah.
I never put myself in a book buying ban because I just know that I will never stick to it. It will never happen. I will never stick to it. I don't have that kind of self-control.
Yeah.
Yeah, me neither.
My
Not
bookshelves
a year
prove
worth,
that.
definitely.
My bookshelves prove that. I did an unhaul though to fit my last book haul on, and I unhauled like 80 books.
Wow.
It was necessary. There was it was either that or not all the books made it on the shelf.
Yeah.
So I had to make hard choices.
I have room on my shelf at the moment.
I have a tiny bit.
I would hate to tell you, but I have a stack that I have to haul that there's no way are going to fit. And there's no way on this earth.
I'm not allowed to get any more like contemporary, like literary fiction. That shelf is full. And then you can tell it's because it's the genre I don't read. So my fantasy and my thriller shelves are like half empty. And then my historical fiction is like 3/4 full. And then my other one is like chockers. And I'm like, all right, I need to either start reading some of these or unhaul some of these because I don't have any room left.
Yeah. Erin did 48 pages. Also Also downloaded a crap ton of dark romance on my Kindle. So there's that. Love that.
Oh, any suggestions?
Yeah, what did you download, Rainey? Let us know. I'm reading Catherine House for the Besties Book Club. It's December and January's book. So it's technically on my January TBR that went up today. So we're just going to all ignore the fact that I will definitely have read it before January, even though it's on my January TBR.
Yeah, that's okay.
What's the February, March one?
The 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle.
I already read it. I hated it.
See, I keep hearing this.
Don't tell me that.
No, I think you will actually enjoy it. The reason I hated it is because I was confused because I listened to it on audio and didn't have the physical. And it is the same voice, but from different perspectives because he effectively goes into different bodies at different times. And it was really difficult to tell what was going on until right at the end, and then it all came together so quickly. I had this like weird like whiplash moment,
right?
But it was because I didn't know what was going on throughout the book because I was listening to the one narrator. And then there was just this weird like it was like twist, like right at the end. And I was just like being thrust back and forth, but like so confused at the same time. But I think if I like read the physical copy, it would have been a different story because the people in our book club that read the physical copy really enjoyed it. So I think you will enjoy it because you'll probably have more understanding than I did.
Yeah, makes sense. I love that clearly it's slightly a confusing book, and this is very a confusing book. Like we put back to back difficult, like really difficult reads. I don't know why we've done this.
Good discussion book.
It's not all Rainey's fault if we all hate it because Rainey went, do you want to do Catherine House? And I went, yes, I've been wanting to read that and kind of like egged her into picking it. So
if we hate it, whatever, it'll be a good discussion.
But exactly, because there's going to be books we don't all like.
Yeah.
That we do for book club. It's just
I actually prefer watching lives where not everyone likes the book. I feel like there's more discussion if there's a reason why someone didn't like it.
Yeah,
that's true. Sure. I'm sure not all of us are going to like this book. There's just no way. It's too different for all of us to like it. I just can't see it, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I'm very interested to see.
Oh, hey, Pax.
Hello. Thank you for joining. there's the timer. 1 second. Pause it.
If you're ever looking for really good sprints, Pax has them like all the time. So you should definitely give him a sub because he does sprints all the time. And he does this cool thing where he has like I don't know if you've ever downloaded like the Forest app where you like don't use your phone and be really productive.
Yep.
Have you ever heard of that? Yeah, so he has that and he does like joint forest room where everyone in the sprint is participating in it to be really productive.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, and then like everyone rates like how productive their sprint was, and then he has like these cool sound effects based on how productive your sprint was. It's a really cool time. So if you're looking, and he does them all the time, and he's on for like 6 hours at a time. So if you're looking for sprints, I Am Paximus is definitely worth finding. I found him on Discover one day when I was like looking for sprints, and there was none of my friends on, and I was like, and then I found him, and I was like, this is really cool. So yeah, definitely go check him out. He's from America, I think, California, from memory. But yeah.
Very cool. Hi, Jane. You are new. Thanks for joining us. We love getting new people on the stream. Reading Zodiac Academy, The Awakening on Chapter 7. Is that the newest Zodiac Academy out? Does anyone know? I know that one just came out. Is that it?
I don't think so, but I can't remember.
I know Zodiac Academy 8 just came out. I think. 7, 8? I don't know.
Give Pat time to say hydrate. I think that's what that's about.
Read a little. I was working on my reading journal. Love it. Well, I haven't gotten cussed out again tonight.
Oh,
so
God.
it's better than last night. Oh, that's sad that last night was like that. Neva's on her way with a taco.
Nice, thank you.
You'll get it in like, 24 to 48 hours, however long it takes to get to Australia from there.
I think a little longer.
Long time. Came over here from Amy's Bookish Life. Love it. We love Amy. Gotta love a good book haul. Yeah, there's going to have to be because I was going to wait and do a book haul in February, but at this point, like the stack is too big and I can't sit there for 10 years. So it's coming. Yes, up for all the haul videos. The Christmas haul is real late in the week. Oh, yeah. I did Kelsey's. The one you gave me made it in my last book haul, but nobody else's did.
I haven't even watched that one yet.
So basically,
No, wait, I did watch that. Yes, I did.
Oh, it was a while ago. Yeah. But everybody else's I didn't, so I need to do everybody else's haul. Absolutely need another book haul. I'm trying to decide how to use my new gift cards. Yes, I have those too. It is both. It is online and in store. So.
Oh, okay. Indigo doesn't ship to me, so there's no point even trying.
Yeah, I think it only ships in Canada.
It's only Canadian, I believe. Yeah.
I think. I need to buy nothing in 2023. I have too many books to read on my shelves, but I know myself that's just not going to happen. Exactly. Like I don't need to buy anything.
Oh no.
I don't need, realistically, I don't need to buy books for multiple years. Like I'm set for at least a couple of years.
Like 2 years. Yeah.
But like
I do on average 100 books a year, and my current entire own standalone TBR is 103.
Right.
So even if I just bought nothing else this year and only read my standalones, I could get a really big chunk done. And that's my plan. So I've gone through all of my TBR and I've marked which ones have audiobooks so that I can just go and grab my next book that I want to read based on that. And I've marked whether it's on Libby, Audible, whatever, based on like a color coding system because that's how weirdly organized I am.
Mm-hmm.
So then next time I want to pick a book, I could just be like, oh, this one.
Speaking of, Rainey made the most amazing spreadsheet.
Oh my gosh, I know.
For her, her reading year.
Yeah.
And I was like, I want one. I need this spreadsheet.
I'm like, wow, I still use I don't do YouTube, but I still use notes on my phone. I'm so all the book club books are written in notes. I need to upgrade a little bit.
A little bit. Just a little. You don't do BookTube yet. Yeah. Because I will win this fight at some point.
I will wear you down. Like someone that already does it though.
What?
You seem like someone who already does it.
Right? That's what I'm saying. You're
The
already
thing
in like 6 book club. You're already host like 3 book clubs and do
I
sprints.
know, so I don't have time. Like if someone edited for me, if I can convince my boyfriend to edit for me, maybe
Yeah.
I'll do it because I don't have like the time to edit.
That's
Like
true.
I'll film the video and I have time for that, but like the editing, I just don't have time with it. But yeah.
Got 700 for Christmas cash. So I did buy 5 books,
Nice.
but I'm also using some of it to get ahead of January bills. Did you, Alexis, go to the Barnes & Noble sale? Because I'm a little bit jealous of the
Yeah,
Barnes &
I
Noble
kept
sale.
hearing about that.
Was that the 50% off hardcovers?
Mhm.
Yeah, I saw some guy on TikTok. His girlfriend was like, all right, for Christmas, you can go to Barnes & Noble. So you have 90 seconds to take whatever you want. But the rules are that I have to be able to hold it at the end because you're stronger than I am. And you have 5 minutes to scout to start with. So you had 5 minutes to look around, and it had to be from the 50% off hardback covers. So she had 5 minutes to look around, 90 seconds to grab whatever books he wanted, and then she had to be able to hold it out in front at the end and it not fall. And he could put anything that didn't fall, she would purchase. And he did it in a way that he set up the stack as he was pulling it off, so that when she held it out, there was a big book underneath. So she had so much like thing that it didn't fall. So she had to buy the whole thing. It was like almost like $300 or $400 worth of books because he was so like skilled in the way that he did it. And I was like, I couldn't do that. I'd get so like,
Yeah, I'd get like maybe 6 books.
Right?
yeah.
Still, 6 books would be fun.
Yeah.
I mean,
take it.
any books that someone wants to buy me,
Any book from someone else is a good time.
Yep.
right? I got a dressmaking book for Christmas. Probably no one needs to see me do a haul of a single book that's hobby specific. Hey,
Why don't you make a dress or do a thing that tours the thing and be like, I want to make this dress, and this dress, and then you show us the dress you made at the end. I mean,
That's
I
a
would be
good
interested
idea.
in that.
Yeah.
that's a good idea. I am using the audiobook for Catherine House. It is a good audiobook.
I'm gonna do audio and then like read.
I
typically
highly
too.
recommend, because I think if I was only physically reading this, my opinion might be different.
Yeah, I'm gonna do both for sure.
You know, when like there's certain books that like if you actually have to physically read them,
Yeah.
because they take too much, my brain would then need to use another amount of power that I don't, it would just be too much for my brain. My brain would not be able to do it. Here's some of the books Rainey got for
Oh,
her
ones that
academia.
I
Or
have
Dark
heard of the
Academia.
Corrupt
Nope.
series. I
Dark
have heard
Academia.
of the Flawless series, but I haven't heard of any of the others.
Exactly. I needed to put it in my January TBR to promote the book, even though I'm reading it in December. Exactly. Thank you for validating my life choices, Amy. I appreciate you. Loved 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle. I've actually heard really good things, but I have heard it's a bit confusing.
I've heard mixed reviews on it.
We like to pick up a mixed review book, apparently, for the Besties Book Club. That's
Yeah.
apparently what we do. Super excited for
Yes.
Grass Read. Yes, I'm filming this announcement video tomorrow, even though it doesn't go up for like 2 weeks, but I have time tomorrow. So
That's the only one that I have left. That and one other book that I have left to finish in my December, like need to finish books. And so I left it for February.
what? Assassin's
Apprentice. I read the first of the stories. And then I hadn't picked it back up. And then I saw you guys were doing the read along, and I was like, all right, well, you can wait till February.
Yeah.
So I have Empire of the Vampire, The Poppy War.
Did you finish that? I know you were working on it a little while ago.
Empire of the Vampire, not yet.
It's chunky.
I think I'm like 70% in. So I have that, The Poppy War, and the one from January that just keeps getting thrust aside, which is a middle grade book, which I'm still like, I've only got that much left, but I would literally be able to finish it in like less than a day if I just sat down and did it. But yeah.
You can do it. There's still 4 days left in the month.
Yeah, I have a wedding to go to.
Oh, you wouldn't have 4 days left in the month, would you?
No, it's the 28th. It's the 28th today.
Right. I just realized that your days are different than mine.
Yeah.
I've only got a day left in the month.
Oh, it's the first Zodiac Academy. Right on.
Oh, okay. I've read that. Why did I not realize that when she said that?
Because I think the titles are really similar.
Yeah.
Also reading
Stop pulling Mum's hair out, please.
Zodiac Academy buddy read. Nice. I do want to start that series, but I don't necessarily know if it's going to happen.
Too many
this year.
series, I have right now. It's
Like, if I'm being really realistic, that's probably not going to
I
happen.
know.
And from Blood and Ash,
That wouldn't be my suggestion for your first romance, anyways. If you were going to start a dark romance, that would be not my first suggestion.
Is it dark romance?
Yeah, it's a bully romance.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh.
Look at me. I don't know. I don't know things.
Let's just say it involves like feces and piss and like meat. Like it's disgusting.
Okay.
Gotcha. Hydrate, everyone. Pat got there.
I've almost finished my cup of ice.
We are too.
Yep.
Us too. Crystal.
Yeah, I'm technically Canadian. I was born in Canada.
True.
I just live in Australia.
That's true. That's true.
Oh yeah, she just wants my hair and the headphones and anything to grab onto. And then if I give her something, she just wants to put it straight in her mouth.
Thank you, Rainey. I told Rainey earlier that I loved her spreadsheet. She's like, I can send it to you. And I was like, great. Then I don't have to make my own. I have the best friends. Want to slow down on purchases, though. Continuation books don't count. Oh, that's smart. Maybe I could do a book ban if I did it that way.
True.
As in, you're allowed to buy books that are continuing a series that you already started.
Or like I'm allowed to buy books that are continuing a series, or like book club books, because like sometimes I like for various things on BookTube I need the book.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe like that could be the exception.
But that could be one of those things where you only buy it if you can't get it from the library.
True. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Because I need to do that for our book club pick for our book. I hate how this is mirrored. Our book club pick, because the library wait for our February one is like, I will get it in 18 months.
Wow.
Oh, really?
Like, I was like, well, guess I'm not doing it
so
from there.
popular again when it was like it was weirdly like has gone through a second cycle.
No, this is for Kelsey's in my book club. So we're doing, what are we doing, Kelsey?
Love and Other Words, I believe.
By
Christina Lauren.
Yeah.
Oh, so good.
Yep. But my library wait is astronomical. And I was like, this isn't even their most recent release, is it?
No, I don't
know,
think
but it's one of their most popular ones.
Yeah.
It's got a lot going on.
And it's also gone off on TikTok a couple of times.
Oh, maybe that's why.
Yeah.
That could be why. No, it didn't. Got some off Amazon. I found a book yesterday when I was grocery shopping. Ooh, fun. No Barnes and Nobles near me, but my Second and Charles bookstore did a buy 5, get 5.
What?
I would have had a heyday.
Yep.
Only paid $2 for 10 books.
Nice.
Rainey, if I ever come and visit you, you'll have to take me to the Second and Charles by your house. Waterstones also had half price on hardback books. Yeah, that's a little far.
Yeah.
That's fair enough. Fair enough.
Wait, do they have a website though? Like, can you order?
I don't think the sale was on everything on the website.
Okay.
Because I think it was like to make room in the stores for like new stuff.
Yeah.
Don't quote me on that, as I don't
We're Canadian.
Yeah. Or work for Barnes and Noble or anything. So I could be wrong. But that's what I kind of got from listening to people in Sprints who are shopping. Would love Barnes and Noble and Waterstones in Australia. Hint, if you're listening. You guys must have like a bookstore though that's like Australian specific. Like we have Indigo.
So we have QBD, and we also have we have a couple others, but I don't know if they're Australian exclusive.
Right.
But I think QBD is. but I think all the others I have seen in other places. But I'm not a huge bookstore purchaser. I get a lot of stuff secondhand.
Yeah. We're doing a Throne of Glass read along, because I, for one, I think I'm the only one out of the Besties Book Club people that have never read Sarah J. Maas.
Yes, I believe
Everyone
you
else
are.
has read something.
Yeah.
I have never read Sarah J. Maas ever. So I'm starting with Throne of Glass. And Rainey already answered, but we're doing them bi-monthly starting in February with Assassin's Blade. And I think it's on Neva's channel, but the announcement videos are going up the second week of January with all of the information. I heard the Barnes & Noble website kept crashing yesterday. That makes sense because I'm sure so many people were like buying massive amounts of books. So that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Okay, we are going to do one more sprint. So let me get up the last sprint banner and the timer. And there we go. Let's read. Hello.
Hello.
I wish I would have had my camera on about 5 minutes before I had it on. I was cleaning up the laundry and something happened, and I'm sure my face displayed the most shock. And I was like, oh, that would have been really good to get on camera, but I didn't have. I think I know what's happening.
Oh, that's good. So you're almost at the end though, right?
I have 30 pages left, and I finally think I know what's happening.
Nice.
Oh, I would have DNF'd way quicker than that.
But I
I'm
didn't.
worried
It
for
wasn't
this
that I
one.
wasn't enjoying it. Like I was enjoying my time. I just was like, I don't really know what's happening. But now I think I do. If it's what I think it is, it's awfully disturbing.
Oh God.
I could be wrong. We'll see.
Okay.
I still have 30 pages. Lord knows.
Yeah. Who knows what'll happen?
Who knows what's going to happen in those last 30 pages? How did you all do?
I'm tired, so I barely read. I read like 10 pages.
Yeah, I'm surprised I read as much as I did because it's after midnight here.
Yeah.
But it got interesting because I finally started what was happening.
I did 34 pages and got the kitchen cleaned.
Nice. Is Addie asleep or awake? I can't tell.
Yeah.
Right in between. That's why I can't tell because it's like a right in between situation.
She was asleep for most of the sprint, but I think because I spoke, she was like, oh, Mum's having fun without me, need to wake up.
Yep.
So she's now like awake, but like will probably fall back asleep, hopefully.
Finished Vampire Knight Volume 3 manga. Nice. 34 pages, only 58 left in the book. We're both very close to finishing our books, Erin. If it wasn't after midnight, I think I'd stay up and finish. But I'm like at a good spot. The chapters are like really long.
Okay.
They're like, some of the chapters are like an hour and a half on the audiobook. Like
Wow.
yeah. So, but I'm at like a, like a squiggly, when the book has like a break. So I think I'm just going to finish the 30 pages tomorrow because it's 12:30 and I just.
Because it could take a turn and then it won't be like, a book where you can go right to sleep after. So.
Right. And I'm on sprints in less than 12 hours again. So I feel like I should probably get some sleep before that happens. Maybe.
I agree.
Maybe. So that's probably what I'm going to do. But thank you for coming. And thank you everyone in the comments for joining. Is there anything you want to promote before we leave the people?
My ping pong video is coming out on Friday.
Ooh, yay. I love ping pongathon.
I probably won't be doing sprints for a while because my new job will mean that I am going back to 9 to 5.
That's fair enough.
So unless it's a weekend one, I won't be around for a while, unfortunately. But I'm going to try and set up at least like a chunk of time on a weekend to do my own sprints.
Mm-hmm.
But I have to figure out my life first. So it probably won't be until like February.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I'll be around when I can be.
Mm-hmm.
And if not, I'll be in the comments because I'll be working from home. So I might be able to like have it on the side.
True. Nice. You're in the same time zone as Kelsey then. If you're at 11:30. Chapter 4 of Uwe. The sprints are on my channel tomorrow at 11 Eastern.
So and then 4 a.m. my time, I think.
Yeah, something like that.
I may be up. Who knows?
No, it's my AM, so it would be your PM.
You said 11 a.m.?
Mm-hmm. Eastern, which is 12. Oh, no, it might be. Yeah, you might be right. Because that is yeah. I don't know. It's so hard.
11 a.m. Eastern Standard is 2 a.m. my time.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know. It's hard to do.
I might pop in and say hi in the comments if she's up for a feed, but that's about it.
Of course. And then I also have sprints on Thursday at
12.
When's our sprints?
12 p.m. EST.
12. So they're all on this channel. So lots of sprints this week. Lots. Thank you for joining. Happy New Year. Okay, that's it for us tonight. Thank you everyone for coming, and I will see you soon. Bye.